Herkese selamlar arkadaşlar. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2'nin yeni bir bölümüne hoş geldiniz. İkinci bölümüyle oyuna kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz. Şimdi en son görevimiz neydi? Şu ablayla simya yapacaktık. Otacı kadın. Yapalım.
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Great...
Ne yapacağız şimdi burada? Simya yapacağız. Görevimize bakalım günlük. İyileştirme iksiri hazırla. Ha, burada şey de vardır. Tamam. Kitap. Kitapta vardır. İyileştirme iksiri. Önce tarif kitabına git. Şimdi papatya karışımı için tarifini yapman gerektiğini hatırla. Sonra tezgah adamına başla. Of. Uyku seni daha hızlı iyileştirir, kalitesi iyisi enerji, papatya karışımı. Bu değil mi yapacağımız? Tamam. Papatya ekle. Papatya karışımı. Ya kaç avuç papatya?
You have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Ha, şaraba. Şimdi şarap bu mu? Dök onu.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Kazanı aşağı indir.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Tamam, yaptım.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Tamam.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is
Peşe
decant it.
kabaktan bak. Bir
Get a
yaş
file
alıp
and pour it in. Done. Now let's see what you've brewed.
güçlü papatya çayı.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take...
All right. Is there anything else I can...
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is go and
Biraz
get a
dinleyelim o
good
zaman.
sleep. That...
Omurtkan.
With a bit of luck, that decoction will chase away the fever.
Hadi uyuyak.
You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up
Ne oluyor? Niye kalktın ya?
A sword such as
Benim
this
aynı
will
ya.
bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Nibolu bu.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you.
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, That oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged, it might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And after all, a sword has two edges, and it...
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading.
I expect you're right. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what...
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. And we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Bir dökeyim. İçsin niye dökeyim?
Look who's finally up! Henry! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea. Come join our banquet in the midst of these
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had, some...
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of...
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here.
What could they want from us? But if they did come here... But the thing I want to know is... How...
Well, as I said...
Well, there must have been 10 of them.
You must have been seeing double.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and...
Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free...
Why the modesty? You got them.
Fortuna Juvat.
See now, you've...
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could...
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a count...
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse.
I admit it. You saved my arse.
Well, now, as far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after.
My word. Fortune really does favour you.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it in...
Do tell. What else did...
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling. We came here on an important mission and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the...
All right. I think we should get on our...
I'll prepare a bit of food for you. For your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how...
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never...
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected... I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage...
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we...
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Bosna'da değil de boz ana gibi bir şey. Şey yapmaya çalışacağım. Şu şey vardı ya. Kayıt iksiri. Kayıt iksiri lazım bana. Ha bitki bu. Tarifler hiç yok mu başka bir şey ya? Tariflerde başka bir şey yok. Tamam, okey. Hadi gidelim o zaman. O ne? Envanter hepsini ver. Ha dur. Nalbant gitti ne ya? Güzel avrat otu, sarı otu, şarap. Güzel avrat otunu nereden bulacağız? Oyunu kaydeder ve ilk aradaki güç... İşte oyunu kaydetmesi için bu kurtarıcı şapstan yapmak lazım. Güzel avrat otu nerede acaba? Onu nasıl bulacağız? Dur, bu neymiş? Kanot değil, şeyi bulsak. Ha bu. Şimdi bitkiler için güzel avrat otu nerede yetişiyor ona bakalım. Ha. Bu bitkiye dikkat edin. Aşırı zehirli olduğu için eczacıya uygun değil ve kötü konusu küçük bir tozlu bir ölümcül olabilir. Titreşime yol açar, vücudu kasın. Yapraklı ağaçlar değil ama olması en iyisi. Çok zehirlidir. Aranmaması en iyisi. Kayranlarda mı? Bunun bir oku bir şey yok mu ya? Kayranlar ne ya? Yapraklı ağaçlar. Hadi gidelim.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't...
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we...
All right.
I'd expect no less of you.
What about the rest of our company?
You saw for yourself. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served.
You're right. They were damned good lads.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle?
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. But that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth... It was dark. God knows...
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll...
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. Come on. Let's get going. Your mind will turn...
Okay. Hepsini beklersek video 5 saat olur. Nasıl olsa okuyoruz oradan. Başlangıç asıl burasıymış. Biraz daha ilerleseymişim ilk bölümde o zaman burayı görecekmişiz. Neyse. Sıkıntı yok.
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Gene mi ya?
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about?
They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughingstock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Beženes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Oi.
What is it?
Oi.
It's that woman from the pond.
Oi.
What, the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you?
Oi.
She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Bence de. Bir gidelim. Bence de.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you?
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter. Oh, my. Ugh. Can you smell that, too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Doesn't half taste good today.
Oh? What was that? Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Look out!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then.
But the stuff's
I'll be right
undrinkable. Leave it out. Once you got through the first one, you knock.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Haydi yapma.
Here's your wine.
Dur. Dur bakayım. Yanlış bir şey yaptım çünkü. Dur ha. Tamam. Kaydetmiş burada. Burada bekle. Oyunu kaydet. Kaydetmiş zaten. Unutmazsak.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus
Christ. Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
I thought we divided up fairly, but that toe rag only gave me the innards. What do you expect? He's a poacher.
Konuşamıyor muyum sen ya?
So loud. Come on. Everyone knows about him.
Allah Allah. Tamam, o çok eski.
Don't name names. The wolves have ears. It's just
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
You know very well what I'm talking about. I saved your life.
Are you drunk? Get out of my sight.
Ya of.
Here's your wine.
Niye böyle bu ya?
I thought we divided up
about your captain.
but that toe rag only gave me the innards.
What was that? Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
Don't name
Him and his
names.
men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus
And
Christ.
Bessie most of
Lord
all.
von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the
My old
wine.
woman don't know what
Wait
to
a
do
more
with
then.
them. You want a recipe
I'll be
for
right
mine?
back.
Her stewed lights is delicious. It's not a bad idea.
Sorry to bother you, but I've...
Oh, eh? Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans?
I'm no latrine cleaner.
Oh, sorry. And where am I supposed to know you from?
We saw each other by that...
What pond?
We saved you. You and some other women were attacked by bandits.
I have no idea what you're on about. Ah, you're just wasting my time.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
One of them nomads is an acrobat who did all kinds of tricks. An acrobat, eh?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
Can't it wait? We've got coin, just not at the moment.
Oh, why? We'll pay you back when we see you again, which is never. Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their...
Where do you want the sacks moved?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What?
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be young Lord Semin from the local noble. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be...
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry.
Ya,
So all we have to do, and that shouldn't be a
öyle.
problem because you've got a cunning plan.
Puan yok. Doğruya doğru ama bir şeyler düşünün.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking. We'll ask the local.
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry if we both do it.
Lug sacks?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a no...
Do you have any idea what you...
Well, all right. I may not look. People will remember my face. And when everything's cleared up, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough.
Work
Çalışmak zorundayız aga.
is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard...
Would that be some aristocratic...
Not so fast. It's oratoris, the laboratoris, the plebs, and bellatoris. The warrior. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But we'll...
We don't have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protecting.
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate status. In short, be so kind as to get to work.
Ya senin ağzınız...
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about I simply cannot?
Ay siktir git amına koyayım ya.
We don't have time for your spoilt brat manners now. Either we get...
Manners? It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I mean it, Henry. Stop.
Suit yourself, then.
Allah belanı versin.
Well, if it makes...
How?
That too. But above all, once we're out of the work, as soon as we have at least some gear, although...
Aynen bulacağız hadi
think
ya.
about the three states of man.
Ne çok konuşuyorsunuz.
I know, my dear Henry.
Aynen Doğan böyle şerefsiz herif. 3 tane çuval taşıyacak.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Ben taşırım Allah belasını versin. Bok gibi gözüküyorsun ama taşımıyorsun. Allah belanı versin seni.
Look out!
Yani yardım etsen ne olurdu? Yalnız bu oyunun modellemesini daha çok sevdim. Grafikler de güzel olduğu için. Netflix'de olduğu gibi.
Same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it. We lost everything.
Bir tane kaldı. 5 tane çuval eline yapış şerefsizin ya.
Did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a...
Biz de...
You're the fool here.
You're gonna start as well?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you, surviving a fight against bandits, even von Bergov...
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite...
You want to come to the wedding, do you? I'll give you a piece of advice. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your...
I am Sir Hans Capon. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm...
Oh...
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and...
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Now you're gonna get it. That fella. That's the one.
Ne oluyor lan?
Leave him alone. Don't do it. Fucking hell.
You can't take me.
We'll see about that.
You're one ugly bugger.
That's mad. Oh, we're gonna die this poor son.
Help me with him.
I'll beat you to a bloody fucker.
Böyle bir bok olmuyor ya.
You're a dead man.
Come on, then.
You know that.
Cut the bull and fight.
Lan vurma. Şerefsiz. Lan oğlum manyak mısın? Üçlüsü dalıyorlar. Lan.
Enough. I give up.
Enough's enough. Time to die. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker.
Üçlüsü dalıyorlar.
Hey! Get him!
You'll change, you whoreson.
Lace him up! Fuck you!
Gitmiyorlar da ya.
Great, you bastard! This is unbelievable! Hey! Get him! You have...
400 saldırıyor ya. Neyse
What the
birini
hell is
devirdik.
going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve.
İyi söylüyor,
You
iyi
had
söylüyor.
played the hero. We'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up, or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really going to blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me? Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you're a spoilt brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save
Ya
your
boş
life.
yapma ya.
You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you, I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. And that's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Haklıyım. Allah Allah. Tam bir geri zekalı ya.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Open Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right. Where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Siktir git.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Genelde verdiğiniz sonuçları vardır. Mesela dünyada tepki gösteriyoruz. Suç nedir? Dürüst bir insanın kaçması. Ya. Be.
I suppose I really do need to find...
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
God be with you.
Hey, you! It's about time. Come here. You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you.
Uh-huh.
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real... And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least...
Oh, well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse unless somebody tries to kill me.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day, and like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you.
I'm Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good.
I ain't. I'm just...
You're something...
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their help.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't...
Where are you headed? If you're only passing
İntibar
through
niye
here?
kaybedildi ya?
Work to the city. I'm tired of serving like... They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread with the city folk.
Why exactly are you...
Why? Why? I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a help...
What do you want to do in...
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work.
Aşırı
Don't get your
ezmek
hopes up.
lazım. Çok
The city can be a pretty dangerous place for...
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? On the street? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or...
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg?
Aha. So you're going to visit...
Well, but I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find...
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing...
Do you think Tomcat might teach me...
No offence, but compared to him...
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'll be...
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog.
Well, sure. If he's that strong.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or...
How does he show off for the...
with his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let him... But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing, had a broke...
Where might I run into?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise...
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean...
Yeah, don't start crying.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although...
Ah, very funny. I'd rather...
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin?
I'd like to look distinguished. Like the proper right hand of a highborn...
After what you did here, I'd say your days as a right hand...
Still, I don't want to look like...
Without money, you can't deck yourself. You'd certainly find something fancy in Bartoszek's workshop. And if anybody asks...
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillar...
Well, I'm not pushing you. Just giving you a few useful tips.
I really need...
I can see... Don't exaggerate.
Still.
There's a stud farm in Semien. Renowned far and...
And which way is Semien?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right. Once you see the walled farmhouse... Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse.
Do you know where I might find a...
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again.
If you find some work, maybe...
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semien.
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married.
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no...
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak... Oh well. It was nice to meet you.
Don't worry. You'll manage.
Bir tane YouTube'da video gördüm. Önce onu yapacağım. Şu arkada başladığımız yerde şu arkada bir tane evde, kulübede balta vardı dedi. Dur bakayım. Şuradan geçebiliyor muyum? Ha. Yiyeceğiz, bir dur da. Eşyalarımı çaldılar.
Mind where you're going. Huh? What brings you here?
Dayı bir şey yapmadım lan. Ne istiyorsunuz? Ha, dur. O hangi evde onu bulmam lazım ama dur. Dayı. Ha. Şu haritaya birazcık daha yaklaştıramıyor muyuz? Aslan arması, görev tüyücüsü, Truskovic. Şuna bir gideyim bir daha. Şimdi yerlerini göstereceğim. Şimdi biz neredeyiz? Şuradayız. Birazcık ileri gidelim. Şöyle şurada bir yerde. Ha, yanlış yerde ileri gidiyor. Dur. Geri döneceğiz, öyle gideceğiz. Şimdi. Abi. Şurası mı? Şuranın. Şurada bir yer var göğsü. Şuraya koyabiliyor muyuz? Tamam. Oraya gidiyorum önce. Koşamıyorum. Niye koşmuyorum bu? Burada bir tane balta varmış. Çok iyi bir baltaymış. Ha şu kulübe. Aa, bu kulübe. Haritada onu gösterelim. Şunu kaldırayım hatta. Aynen o kulübe. O kulübenin içinde bir tane balta var. Aa, bu. Bunu aldık mı güzel oluyor. Buradan çıktık. Şöyle etrafta şuradaki ağacın Şunu bir kapat. Şuradaki ağacın orası. Burada da bir tane kuş yuvası varmış. Ha şu. Orada bir şey varmış. Taş nasıl atıyorduk? O değil. Taş yok mu taş? Dur. Şunu ver. Başını ver. Bence geniş lisanslı. Ama şurada bunu alamıyorum. Bak şurada. Ama ona nasıl taş atacağım? Onu bilmiyorum. Meşale koyduk. İncik. Bir tane havuç çek. Bir kese takmıştı. Kese? Hatta bir tane elma ye ha. Tamam, bu böyle burayı kaydet. Benim taş bulmam lazım, taş. Taze bitkilerin aynı yiyecekler gibi buzlu bir kalitede X'lerin kalitesini etkiler. Fakat bir yerde kurtulsan dedi. Ama ya o taş gelmiyor bana. Niye gelmiyor? Benim taş bulmam lazım. Peki ondan sonra şimdi diğer yere gideceğiz. Orası da neresi abi? Bakayım. Ağacın oradayız değil mi? O zaman şurası olması lazım. Şurada bir geçit gibi bir şey var. Oraya gidiyoruz.
old gods. I wonder what their names were. I see they haven't been forgotten, and the locals still worship them. I can't really blame them seeing the state of this land.
Greetings.
Not your day, eh? What did you do?
Nothing.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer? So you don't end up here too.
Ben deminden beri bir şeyler diyorum. Sesim gelmiyormuş. Şey diyeceğim. İşte o elma bahçesi orası. Burada kitap vardı. Onu aldık. Kitabı bakalım. Öyle dedim abi. Çalış. 2 saat çalış hadi 3 saat. Oku. Tamam. Tamam. Mikrofon kapalı kalmış. Şimdi bayağı olmuş aslında, 1,5 saat olmuş yine. Şimdi o zaman şöyle yapalım. Bitireyim videoyu. Türkçe'de zaten ilerleyeceğiz. Tamam. Oyun güzel akıyor. Şu anlık kullanmayı düşünmüyorum ama savaşları muhtemelen kullanacağım. O önceki oyunda da öyle olmuştu. Şurada birazcık uyuyalım. Kimse bir şey diyeceğini zannetmiyorum burada. Birazcık uyuyalım bakalım. Şöyle bir 8'e kadar. Bana bakayım 8'e de. Yoksa bir şey demedim. Tamam. İzlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Hoşçakalın.